We talk about donation. We talk about donation, but is it really a donation? We actually don't know. My view is they have to say it's a donation because it is the least damaging of excuses he can give on how 2.6 billion US dollars, 2.6 billion ringgit landed into his personal account. If he says it's anything else, it's gone. So although donations is funny, all of us laugh. How can someone give donations 2.6 billion? It is the only excuse that he can give to ensure that he might be able to get out of trouble. That's the only reason. Even Raman Dalan, the new BN Strategic Communication Director, the one that perhaps has more style than substance. He said yesterday, I think he told Malaysia Kini. He said, of course the Prime Minister cannot say it is a bribe. If the Prime Minister say it is corruption, game over lah. That was the reason why the Prime Minister said it was a donation. Hello? Can you repeat that again? So the Prime Minister said it was a donation because he can't possibly say it was a bribe. Because if he said it was a bribe, it is game over for Najib. So my next question to Raman Dalan is, so is it a bribe? Is it a bribe? What did we sacrifice in order for you to receive this bribe of 2.6 billion ringgit? And we ask, MACC must investigate. They must investigate because we need to know if our Prime Minister has been compromised by foreign governments. If DAP receive even 2,000 ringgit from a Singaporean here, tomorrow headlines for Tucson, DAP Singapore agent. But Najib, 2.6 billion ringgit. Nothing wrong. Donation from foreign government, okay. Why is it that all the UMNO ministers have suddenly rallied behind Najib? A lot of them have. And said, actually no problem, donation only. Even Khairi previously was complaining about 1MDB. After the donation news come out, Khairi Jamaluddin, he said what? Donation is alright. Donation is not illegal in this country. Why the turnaround? Why the turnaround? Our Mr. Khairi Jamaluddin is the UMNO youth chief. And I assume our Khairi Jamaluddin can clarify. I would assume if the 2.6 billion is really for election funds, the UMNO youth chief would have received some money also. You think so? You think so? Yeah, I think ask Khairi whether he got or not. So they have all been compromised. Najib would say, you go against me now, I will name you as a beneficiary of the fund. So how? Everyone sit together, they are all in the same boat. Sing together. Swim or sing together. So they have no choice. Because once the 2.6 billion came out, they suddenly realized that, oh dear, all our pockets also got a bit of that 2.6 billion. We may not have received a lot. Even if we receive only 500,000, I still got something out of that 2.6 billion. And as a result, I'm equally culpable as the Prime Minister if we bring him down. And that's why all the UMNO ministers suddenly are all for Najib. All sitting together with Najib. They give all sorts of excuses now. They say what? Oh, the reason why we can have donation is because DAP objected to Political Funding Act. DAP objected to Political Funding Act, therefore it is legal for the Prime Minister to receive 2.6 billion from a foreign government. What logic is that? Number one, DAP doesn't have that sort of power. No, how can we, all the laws that have been passed in Parliament today, all the laws that have been passed in Parliament for the last decades, has never consulted the DAP. We have never received an early copy of the legislation. DAP MPs, can you please give your comments so that we can take into consideration your comments in the Act before we actually table it in Parliament for it to be passed in Parliament? Never! So now suddenly for Political Funding Act, Najib says and all the ministers say it's because DAP objected to political funding. We don't have such powers. And since when does UMNO listen to the DAP? No, I'm surprised we are so powerful. But the real reason is because they are using us as an excuse. The real reason why we have concerns over their version of the Political Funding Act is very simple. We don't have an even playing field. We are concerned about selective prosecution. Any laws that are tabled in Parliament must be fair to all. Today, if a big contractor donates, say 20,000 to DAP, his name gets published tomorrow. The next day, he loses all his contracts with the Ministry of Works. Those are the concerns we said we must address. But we are in full support of transparent and clear-cut processes for political funding. Now that has never stopped the reason why Najib must declare where his 2.6 billion come from. All we got is hearsay. Ministers say this, another UMNO leader say that. No, we don't really know exactly where this money come from. We also do not know where this money is going to. We got no idea at all. And Najib went to some UMNO branch assembly and said, don't worry, DAP objected to this fund. So I challenge DAP. If you show yours, I will show mine. The Prime Minister speak like that one. You show yours, then only I show mine. If the Prime Minister is sincere about political transparency, then he should just show regardless. And as our SecGen and the Chief Minister of Penang has announced 2 days ago, don't worry. Regardless of whether Najib show or not, DAP is prepared to go naked to show where our political funding comes from, and we want Najib to do the same. And that's the reason why I issued a statement, an open invitation to Dato Sri Najib Razak and his beautiful wife to attend the dinner today. To meet all of you who are our generous donors. No? Anyone afraid of meeting Najib and Rosma? Anyone afraid? I have brave, generous donors here in Petaling Jaya. Najib can see for himself who they are. And now I want Najib to do the same. Tell us who in the Middle East, which exact country is it, which donated 2.6 billion ringgit to Najib Razak's personal account. Personal account. This is important for us. I want to show Najib how we raise money, how difficult it is. MPs have to put on costumes like this in order to raise money. What else? I'll be happy to show Dato Sri Najib Razak my birthday video. You all watch or not? My birthday video. We have to put up videos like that, hope that it goes viral so that we can raise some money for the cause that we believe in. And I'm pleased to announce to everyone, for the sake of transparency, for the sake of integrity, and for the purpose of letting Dato Sri Najib Razak know, as of yesterday afternoon at 5 p.m., we have successfully collected 1,150,000 ringgit for Impian Sabah and Sarawak. A big thank you to all the generous Malaysians out there who have non-stop deposited 43 ringgit, 430 ringgit, 4,300 ringgit, 4,343 ringgit, all sorts of 43 numbers into this bank account. Thank you so much. But ultimately, all this wayang about political donation, legal or not, is a side-tracking issue. It has diverted the attention of the Malaysian public from the real issues. The real issues that caused all this hoo-ha in the first place. The real issues like whether the Prime Minister committed corruption in receiving 2.6 billion ringgit. Now there's a lot of media reports which tell you that MACC cleared the Prime Minister. Got or not? You got read or not? Actually, the MCC statement never cleared the Prime Minister. Read the statement yourself, read carefully. It is the Prime Minister himself who said MACC cleared him. But if you read the MACC statement, they never cleared him. In fact, if not for the MACC statement, we still don't know until today whether the 2.6 billion is a donation or not a donation. In fact, I believe that MACC pulled the rug from under his feet by confirming the 2.6 billion in his personal account before Najib could actually say otherwise. You notice not? Najib never admitted to it. He just said not for nothing in my account, it's for personal gain. He never admitted that the money went into his personal account. He never admitted that. It was MACC, after his officers, their officers were investigated, they came out with a statement. The statement to say the 2.6 billion was a political donation in his account. So it's drafted in such a way that it sounded like it was clearing him, but in actual fact, it was actually confirming that the money went into his personal account. And the MACC never said that is illegal, that is legal. They just said it was a donation. 2 days later, MACC came out with another statement. After another of his officers was arrested, they came out with another statement to say what? We are going to interview Najib over the donation. Go or not? We are going to interview Najib over the donation. So if MACC still wants to interview Najib over this donation, then how can Najib say he is cleared of any corruption? Tak boleh. It is not for him to declare that he is cleared. We ask that Najib visit MACC voluntarily. Kaki ke lah, okay? So that he can clear his name. Don't wait anymore. Quickly go to MACC. No, next door only. Next door only, the next building only. Just go visit MACC and give his clarification as to what this donation is, who this donation come from, and whether the source of funds from this donation is actually linked to 1MDB.